Ladies and gentlemen, we're back. If you recall in episode 1, 11 episodes ago, we started this adventure on my Warden, and it is now time to get him to level 20 and earn that revive. We last left off at level 12, however, crafting scrolls from other characters has leveled me up a bit. So our adventure starts today at level 15, taking on none other than Skithy Blackhand. And after stacking Tiki Tiki heals and Fist Gambit bleeds, I make short work of him despite being on the max landscape difficulty, level 9. Moving eastward, I once again collect the Elf Sword, and run around taking out every way I can see. And after defeating these last two, I take a victory scoop and continue on to the Ward Spire, completing my Elf Rune exploration deed and facing the Sicklefly Queen, Spider Mother, and 3 of her broods simply because I'm a Warden and I can, which is good because if I die, I'll have to burn one of the revives that I've earned on my other characters, and I don't really want to do that. Luckily, group fights like this is what my Warden specializes in. And I once again find Bercy trapped atop the hill, so I slice my spear through a thorax and web until I spawn a Wraith right on top of Bercy. I disengage to not draw aggro myself, but I'm not sure what to do here. Bercy won't hold aggro here, and I don't think I have any hopes of taking out the Wraith without a corruption removal gambit. I also worry because Bercy fights. He's just going to chase the Wraith and not keep moving forward along the escort path. After letting my health regen a bit, I grab aggro and run away like I've done in past escort missions. But Bercy's running that heals the Wraith. And it turns to fight him, but Bercy also turns back. This is my chance, so I grab the Wraith's aggro once more and try to buy as much time as possible for Bercy to move forward outside of the Wraith's initial aggro zone. My path is blocked, so I slowly clear my way back, hoping Bercy made it. And he did. I just need to sneak past the Wraith. And we did it. So I take out the spider for a well-earned scoop and clear the way to finish this escort once again. With Bercy safe again, I hit the last zone on my route, Keldul. Here I need to take out Dour Hands, scoop up all the treasure. And after spawning another Wraith fighting these two, I back up into 2 more Dour Hands. I quickly stack some Tiki Tikis, get my heals and defensive buffs reapplied, and finish out the fight victorious. A scoop, and another scoop. Some more one-man army action and a real scoop. And the final treasure box is collected along with some more resources for scrolls. Now I notice there's another urn to gather scroll making materials, so I use my Warden stealth to sneak by these Dour Hands, but the Wraith aggroes despite the stealth. So I make a run to not aggro any of the dwarves, and I notice the corruption fell off. So I turn to give this fight a shot, but he's chunking me, so I slow him and run away. And as I run, he despawns, because the 5-minute timer for him to despawn just ran out, which likely saved my life here. So with my life spared, I clear the way to the urn, grab my scholar materials, and ride out to turn in and reach level 16, unlocking a condition cleanse, which I slide into its rightful spot on my bar while smacking up this white master. After my victory, I scoop up some loot and more crafting materials. And now it's time for Wrath to Reg. So I ride around grabbing points of interest, slaying the creatures, and farming my Spider Slayer deed. And because I'm on my Warden, I get to take on the whole brood, time and time again. And here I get distracted reading chat, and the spiders capitalize on the distraction. Wait, I'll get distracted. Oh no. I turned away for 1 second. Oh my gosh, I turned. Oh my gosh, echoes, I almost died. Oh my gosh. But after we capture my composure, I run it back with the spiders and finish out my Spider Slayer deed while testing out some new gambits I got for being level 16. And on the way out, I do some parkour. I stuck the landing yet again. So I continue on taking out Gazerp and the remaining goblins needed for the quest before heading out to farm all the deeds at Red Lewin. Exploration, Goblin Slayer, Wolf Slayer, reach level 17 reaching Journeyman Gathering, and with my new level I hop along to Keldul to finish my Brigand Slayer deed and trot my way north to finish off the last of the deeds in the map. It's time for Breland. Instantly upon arrival, I take up my post in the Warden line to protect these lands from the invaders to the south. And I do my part as a Warden. Not only do I defend my line, but I also help my fellow Wardens with the waves of Brigands crashing on our front. And with a final blow, I take out the leader and successfully defend Breland from the invaders. And as a reward, I'm given the Shield of the Southern March, a massive upgrade, greatly increasing my armor and defenses. But with the south defended, I head north to the Brief Fields to defend against the orcs extending south from the North Downs. Along the way, I take out the local wildlife to make myself more experienced, and upon arrival, I give the welcoming orcs a love tap. And in return, they provide me with the companionship of a wraith. What good hosts they are. But the wraith was looks maxing, so I quickly ran away and engaged with some other partygoers, as to not get mogged. I managed to pull them behind the tent where I properly dispatched them, and then subsequently pulled the rest of the party behind the tent, and we moshed so hard they fell asleep on the spot. So I continued forward, clearing my way to rob Thornley, isolating fights, and almost died at looking at chat once again. But with the way clear, I definitely immediately untie him and release him. I definitely didn't forget to grab the quests, ride all the way back, turn in reaching level 18, find a tater and pick it up for Poteen, accept the quest for Mrs. Thornley, ride all the way back to the camp, clear the way again, and then set Rob free doing flips the whole way out. I'd never be so forgetful. And with Rob safe, it was time to take out the Red Reaver and his fellow orcs in the camp. And facing the gate guards testing out my new gambits, I spawn a wraith and it aggroes on me. Oh no. Alright, pause. Hang on. Hang on. I juke him out using the barricades, and I'm able to create some distance running out of the camp while finishing off the last gate guard. I have an idea. Later. And despite stunning him, running super far away, having thousands of pounds of dirt and trees in between me and him, he still smacks me for half my HP as a parting gift. In case anybody needed a reminder, these guys are still a threat. They can and will end my run if I make a misplay. So I return to the camp in pursuit of the Red Reaver, just this time not using the front door for, obvious reasons. We got this. Ready for this? Sneak attack! And I took out the Red Reaver with a perfectly executed sneak attack. Pretty sure the sound of your breaking legs ruined that sneak attack. No, that's what made it better. That's what made it such an optimal sneak attack. So after explaining my prowess to chat, I continued on and took out the rest of the orcs for my quest here at the camp and enter this cave instance where I run through these brigands and take out their chief. However, there's one problem. When I enter this instance, I swap to redline so I could kill the mobs quicker because in instance content, if you recall, the level 9 difficulty goes away temporarily. But stepping out, I never swap back to blue. Coming out of the cave, I'm ambushed by the respawned orcs, so I bravely run away. And survive. Turning in, I reach level 19. So I continue on to the one and only Henchstacer Farm, where I will quest and reach level 20. Alright guys, I've got a plan. So, this quest right here, you have to recover his pack, turn it in, and then he'll ask you to kill one orc. One. To get, like, orders or whatever. And so if I kill these guys, I miss out. I have to run all the way down there to get an orc. All the way over here. But I have a plan. Here's the plan. Got it. Okay. Now I run away, right? Now I run away. Gotta trust the process here, guys. Trust the process. So I talked to Mr. Oddvar here. Oh, look, I have to recover Oddvar's notes. Guess who's got his notes? These guys. These guys have his notes. And now, I'll take my bow. So I turn in and I'm now tasked to face this camp, take out the orcs here, and face their chief, Gaspers. So I pick my way through the camp, taking out the Reavers and the Smashers, and while I'm messing with settings, Gaspers pulls up and is ready to go, so we dance. All right, Mr. Gaspers, let's get it. And he gets the blue enraged buff right off the bat. I stack all my Tiki Tikis on him and use shield work to heal myself up as I get the healing gambits off. And finish the fight spawning a Wraith and forcing me into a 3v1. And after once again balancing my buffs, heals, and Tiki Tikis, I managed to take out all three, one by one. Safe from the moment from the Wraith, I continue on taking out all the Bowmasters, almost dying against these two, and all the Smashers. And with the Orc camp conquered, I continue east to Nen Harn, where I take out troves of Snapper Turtles and face off with Tarburs. And after stacking heals and Tiki Tikis, I take him out. And with all the bounty quests completed, I smack up some more Snapper Turtles and turn in the list of completed quests. And with all the quests in the Northern Refields completed, I ride to the North Downs, where with just a sliver of experience left to gain until level 20, I spend a moment and craft some more scrolls from other characters, finishing this run. And earning another revive, bringing our total to 4. But next episode, things aren't going to be so easy. The Guardian makes his debut, and this isn't going to be pretty.